Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we'll be talking about Bommel and how to beat him. We have a previous video about this, but I have a new strategy, my new team that I wanted to share with you and just discuss how this can work for you on lower levels, lower gears level and so. Before we dive into this, I just want to take a minute to talk about the latest mythical announcements that Plarium made an official video today, just a couple of hours ago. So I won't talk about this for a minute first. Um, when they released that mythical champ thing last week for 5 content creators, and I made a video, I was pretty excited about it. And what I said at the end of the previous video is that they can really implement it well or mess it up. And guess what they announced today, or which way they took for that. So, in my opinion, they did mess it up quite badly. Why is that? Majorly because, like, go watch that video from Raid's official channel. So we'll have the mythical shards here between voids and sacreds. And the big thing is that you can get non-void rares from mythical shards. Why? So what Plarium is telling us is that you'll work really hard in events, in in-game events, and I don't expect them to be easy. They will push your resources to the limit to gather those 100 fragments of one mythical shard and then open it, or primal shard or whatever they call it, and then you open it to find an unvoid rare, which can be a farmable rare. That's silly. That's super silly. If you're putting mythical champs as the highest tier in the game, even what they were showing in that video is that you'll have the Legos here and then you'll have like one tier higher where you'll have the mythicals. So mythical champs should be dropped like how I would have thought of it is that those mythical primal shards or whatever could only drop mythical champs or normal Lego champs because it would be hard to get them. Unless you make it really easy, like if we can get 5 of these every month, like let's say, so then I don't mind. But then again, still the percentage needs to be a bit higher. Because the problem, so non-void champs, generally, the situation is okay. Because you can get them even from ancient shards. Basically, you're making the primal shards equal to ancient shards, which is ridiculous, but yeah. So you can get dupes, you can sell them or empower or faction guardians or whatever. So the situation with the non-voids is okay. The problem with the voids that I'm seeing a lot of my clanmates, for example, suffer with is that it's very hard to save those voids. It's very hard to get them. So realistically, unless you buy a lot of packs, you will end up with what? 3 void Legos per year? And that's a good number. So that mixed with the dupe situation, those 3 void Legos can be a dupe Vizix or a dupe Yakar, like you saw me pull one on my Acresia account. So we must handle dupe void Legos differently. Don't tell me just to go in here and sell them for 500 crappy tokens when you don't even release proper Legos here. That pool never changed for 2 years now. Don't tell me that's what they're worth. Don't tell me just use them as faction guardians. Or empower the already first bad Lego. Like I think I've pulled 3 Angars. What I would do is a +2 Angar. Yeah, he will hit harder, but so what? He's not the top void Lego anyway. So the top void Legos need to be handled differently. And the mythical shards, I'm not sure if probably it's too late for them to change this now. We need to do this differently. Because the thing is, it's okay for the Krakens funding the game to buy packs and get many of these and then empower them or do whatever. I like how Hell Hades put it in a video today is that the gap between the Krakens and the rest of the players is already so wide that it doesn't matter if they add mythical to it. We're playing our own game anyways, away from them. Um, if you don't want to spend as much as they do, and you want to compete for like high level arena top plat, sorry, you cannot do that. The only thing you can do is that fight for mid-tier Plat Arena after you've been farming gears for 4 years. Yeah. And you should be very, very lucky with your champs and gear as well. Like, I don't have a quad roll on a speed set yet on my account, and I've been playing for almost 4 years now. So anyways, my point is that void Legos, if you are a low spender, if you are the average player playing this game, you should get around two to three, two, let's say two non-void Legos per sorry, let me recap that. You should get two void Legos that are non-dupes. So you should work on the dupe system that if I'm an average player and I got three bad void Legos that I don't want or dupes, I can exchange them and get one. Maybe you introduce something like exchange six void Legos for another void Lego, and that cannot be a dupe through a certain mercy system from Guardian Ring or Forge or whatever. I don't know where you put it, but yeah. Same for Mythical. For the average player, maybe you'll give us one Mythical champ per year, but let it be an undupe, because just imagine that I got two and they are the same one. That's silly. And don't give me the chance to get rares from this, because that's really hurting the game. That's really discouraging lots of players into stopping to play the game, which, yeah, it won't kill the game. Like, I've seen the amount of negative vibe around this. Yes, some people will get lucky, will play the game, will enjoy it. All of the other champs will be still relevant and all of that. So, yeah, but just if they implement it better, more people would have enjoyed it and you'd have made more money overall playing. But yeah, anyways. So probably that was a longer rant than I wanted it to be. Let's go to Bommel and talk about it now. So Bommel is one of the sillier bosses in Doom Tower hard. Well, in Doom Tower. Why I'm focusing on hard? Because on Doom Tower easy, Bommel is not that hard. Why is Bommel not that hard on Doom Tower normal? Because you can simply outspeed it. So if you just bring some speed booster and a couple of strong nukers, you can kill him before he takes a turn, before those dread bombs explode and kill you. Because the biggest problem with Bommel, if you cannot kill him before he takes a turn, is that those dread bombs, if you have those minions, bombs, whatever, when they explode, they take 50% of your HP. So if two of them pop, one after the other, all of the team is killed regardless of what stats you have on them. The valid strategies for it is revive on death, so that you will just revive them and then do this again, or bomb strategy with YST introduced. Actually, there's a third one. But let's talk first about that bomb strategy. YST, why I love this guy. If you're not following his channel, probably you should. It's just YST verse. Yeah, look him up if you don't know him already. He's so original. He gets those new ideas. So one of them was the one-shot Bommel team, which is basically loading the boss. Bommel takes 300% damage from bombs. So what introduced that strategy was a previous fusion from this year, which is Nishag Vermin Lord, who puts loads of bombs here and on his A1. So the strategy that YST came up with is that if you load Nishak with enough attack and bring him in with multiple ally attack champs, he will put enough bombs on the boss that when the boss takes a turn, all the bombs explode and he will die. So that's a fast farming strategy. No, Bommel is not the best one to farm, but at least when you're beating him once every 3 months, you don't want to spend like lots of time doing this, because there comes the third strategy, which I still have in a previous video. Go check it out if you cannot apply the strategies we'll talk about today, which is basically bringing one of three champs. Maybe there is more, but those three that... Oh, actually, there are four champs now. Champs that have either block damage or they can heal themselves when they take damage. So they can just solo the boss. But unless your gear level is really high, this in most cases is manual and it takes lots of time. Who are the four champs? I don't want to talk about the strategy today. I think the first one is Sacred Order. So a farmable rare actually, which is good Templar. And then we have... Where is she? We have Lady Annabelle, yeah, who heals herself based on the damage taken from the bombs or whatever. And we have in Dark Elves Crimson Helm. So this is a strategy I've been using for a long time with her block damage on herself. And lastly, we have Samar Jim Cursed, who also like God applies block damage on himself when he takes too much damage. So these are the four like champs that can solo the boss. So I try to apply YST's bomb strategy like one shot, but my problem was that my champs are not strong enough. Like, sorry, my gear level is not strong enough, so I couldn't stack Nishak with enough speed and attack so that he apply enough bombs and kill the boss instantly. But the good news is, which is, let me actually start showing it to you. The good news is that you can do a hybrid strategy. What do I mean by hybrid strategy? Let's jump into it. It's what you're seeing on the screen. So basically what I'm bringing, Arbiter to speed things up, two ally attack champs, Nishak, and then the last one is enemy max HP champs. This cannot be Cold Heart, by the way, because the good thing about Nishak, or maybe Acresia would work, but she's harder to get. A lot of people got Nishak, is that he got 3 hits. This boss takes 10% maximum damage from enemy max HP hits. So basically, the strategy is Newt will take him to will take 30% off, and the rest has to be through bombs. Let's jump into it. I'll show you the strategy. I didn't even bother creating AI for it because this is once every 3 months and it's a short run. So I'll show you the stats on my champs. Though they are not relevant, like basically Arbiter and the two ally attack champs, the only thing you care about is that for them to be fast. So, and preserve their ally attack skills to when you get to the boss, basically. So you'll make that run faster. Like here, we can actually use this because he gets back to it fast enough. And we don't need the A2 on the boss, so let's use it. And of course, Arbiter is not only boosting the turn meter, she's also putting increase attack, which will help us with that. So don't use ally attack on wave 2, just A1 or whatever. And then, yeah, we need to preserve Newt's, of course, any max HP skill. So, like I said, it's a short run, so you don't need to well, you can create an AI for it. If for some reason you want to farm Bommel, that's fine, you can do that. And of course, like Krila and Farrakhan the Fat can be any ally attack champs. Lanakis would work, any others would work. That old fusion, the high elf that was really bad, he also got a good attack on him. Ally attack, sorry. So maybe this is, well, let's see if this is a good enough run. You see here we started to take damage. Well, Arbiter can revive us, and let's see if she'll get back to her skills. Yeah. This is taking a bit longer, which is good because that's what would happen if your gear level is not as good as mine also. And the important thing is that you can try this a couple of times. It's not a long run, and you don't lose the keys. So you can just try it a couple of times, get it done with, and that's it. Let's preserve the A3 because we're almost through this now. Come on. And this is the highest level on hard. Like, if let's say that you've beaten Bommel on normal with like that outspeeding him strategy, basically, which works most of the time. But what you can do with this one is that if you don't have the same level of gear, you can just simply use lower level of gear to beat up to level 50 or whatever. But then if you did that, just know that this is where you'll stop. So this is actually the worst run I had so far, but yeah. which does happen when you're like recording. Maybe I'm not even properly focused on it to do it fast enough, but we're getting there. Okay, that's it. So the important part is the boss part. If you have two allied tag champs and you have enough attack on your newt, maybe your last champ can be a wave clearing one. But let's see now. So boost with Arbiter, ally attack from Krila, and hopefully Nishak will join in it to apply some bombs there. So we have one bomb up. And don't worry about this because we'll kill the boss even before we do that. He puts two more bombs. Let's put one more with the A1. We don't need the A2. And then Newt comes in and takes 30% of the boss's damage here. Let's boost the turn meter again. My Farakin is too slow. And let's try to put... And of course, Brimstone will help greatly. I have Brimstone on Newt. With enough. So look at all these bombs. If they explode, we die. But we're depending on the boss dying. Come on. Okay. Well, it works even if we don't kill him at that first shot. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't make me look bad now. Okay. We got through it. So 4 minutes. You see my best is 3 minutes and a half. And if it works the same way, actually that was my last key. I won't be able to repeat it. But if you get lucky, the boss won't take a turn. You're not at risk. Or like I said, you will try it a couple of times at max. But it's a good hybrid strategy if, like me, your Nishak doesn't have enough attack on him to take the boss down with the bombs. Let's check. So which blessing do I have on him? So Brimstone is also good for him because you're building him with enough accuracy anyway to take down the boss. I've got 2 refresh accessories just because I have them and they might help him get back to the bombs and apply more bombs on the boss. So the speed is important because you want him to like take a couple of turns and apply those bombs. Also, he's strong in clearing the waves. Crit damage is not important. Crit rate is not important. The only 3 important stats for Nishak is loads of attack, speed, and the accuracy. The accuracy is good as is. You've seen he never missed the bomb there. Attack, what I've seen from YST's video, you'll probably need like 7k attack on him with his attack aura and Arbiter's increased attack. Any lower attack and you'll be risking it. I'm not sure how far down you can take it, but if you can stack him with same speed, well, it works. Same accuracy and 7k attack, you're good to go. You won't even need this. The bombs will kill the boss faster, much faster. Minute, I had a dedicated video on him. Go watch him. I love him that fast and relentless. And of course, he does damage, so he needs crit rate and crit damage. He needs defense and accuracy because I love his debuffs. Like I said, for the other champs, it doesn't matter. It's just about speed. Like your Arbiter, you build her fast anyway. Let's see if I have Krila and Farakin out of the vault. You see here, even Krila's missing gear. Most important thing is for her to be fast. Same for... I don't have Farakin the Fat out of the vault. Where are you, Farakin? Yeah, here you go. So you see here, he's also like, he's even too slow. Like this is not a proper build. Make him definitely faster than 220 because for your ally attack champs, specifically for that strategy, you just want them to be fast. Faster than the boss, and that's it. Same with Arbiter. And then the only one where the actual stats are relevant is Nishak and whoever your enemy max HP champ is. I've ranted too long on this video about the mythical shards. Sorry, I'm a bit upset about it. I was a bit positive, like when they released it last week, though everybody else was negative. But now is how Plarium implemented it. They brought me down. So sorry about that. Thank you for tuning into this video. Subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subs. And I'll see you next time. Bye.